Hello, hello! So I have been asked lately to share my Mirage build, which, let's do that. It's nothing too out of the ordinary. We do use a helmet, we use Terrify from Necros, and we mod our frame in a way where we will get 100% armor strip with just about the strength we have starting out. So for that we use corrosive protection. That is 18% less armor, right? So you need 82 on your armor strip, which we are there, right? We are on 83.4, so we definitely reach 100% armor strip with Terrify, which makes this a whole bunch easier. Why am I still using Mold Augmented then? Just to help with the damage. But yeah, to reach the strength we use Transient Fortitude and Umbral Intensify. Now I need to check something. Regular Intensify is not enough, right? Yeah, so if you don't have Umbral Intensify max and you use normal regular Intensify, you want full strip in the beginning of the mission, but with Mold Augmented stacked up, you will get there. So don't worry too much if you haven't maxed this out, or if you do have it on rank 8, right? You will just need to have Mold Augmented. For me, it is more of a bonus. And yeah, I just wanted to mention that, right? But these are our two strength mods. Next up, we want to have a good amount of range, right? I almost reached 200% here with Overextended, Stretch, and Augur Reach. It makes it really comfy for our 4, right? And the range is almost 50 meters. That is, most rooms in Warframe are fully covered with this, so that feels really good. Also, for our Terrify, range is very important. 30-meter radius, and yeah, enemies affected, that is something that you get with strength. So yeah, 27 it usually is enough for me, and that works pretty nicely. So the next stat that is very important for us is duration, right? So we use Narrow-Minded in combination with Primed Continuity, and that just means that our Hall of Mirrors is up for 56 seconds and our Eclipse is up for 56 seconds. Now, with the strength I have here, I do reach 90% DR, which is, I stay mostly in this, right? I really value the damage reduction, but we could also hold our ability and get to a 278% damage increase, which against Acolytes can actually be a really good difference maker. So yeah, keep that in mind, right? To round it all off, I am using Streamline here, and just to give me a little bit of efficiency. It really helps, not gonna lie. And this just is, yeah, my new Mirage. I honestly fell in love with this, like, Zero Forma, yeah, I know the Helmet and Mold Augmented and Arcane Energize, although you don't really need Energize, it just helps. It's a comfy pick for me. And even if it's unranked or rank 1, you will be fine for the most part. It can be a little bit different when you're fighting infested enemies, so keep that in mind, right? Cool, that is the build. Zero Forma, as you can see. Now, with the possibility of investing Forma into this, we could also get a Exilus slot, right? And we could potentially do something cool there with stuff like preparation, maybe, to have the energy filled in the beginning, the obvious pick of Primed Sure-Footed, but I try to not include Primed Sure-Footed as much as it's possible, right? So also like Amar's Anguish for parkour velocity and sprint speed can be a very comfy pick for that. Or even Coaction Drift, like you can lower your strength a little bit with this one, just to get 15% more from your corrosive protection. So you can play around with that, and yeah, we have talked enough about what this build looks like in the modding screen. Let's jump into Selkie here, and just go for 5 minutes? 5 or 10, it depends. I feel 5 minutes is good enough to show you what this build is meant to do. And yeah, I'm using Tenoric as a focus skill just to get some energy from time to time. So what we want to do is press our 1, press our 3. As I said, I like to stay on the damage reduction. And other than that, we press our 4. This is not too much damage, right? But press your 2, and suddenly you have 5-digit damage numbers. Now this room, I'm not happy with this room, so I will move on and try to something like this. Yes, that's good, right? A big room where we can just recast our 4 and have a big radius, press our 2 to armor strip the enemies, and as you can see, everything is just dying, right? Now in preparation for the Acolyte, I will get Incarnate mode ready on my Bursten, just to help me with the Acolyte when it shows up. Not really needed, but just to have it ready, right? Better safe than sorry. And all you have to do is managing your timers, keep on top of your 1 and your 3, and recast your 4 whenever it's needed. And if you're not happy with damage, press 2 to armor strip all the enemies, make them run away from you, and collect your energy orbs, your health orbs if you need to. Yeah. And the one thing that makes this a little bit scary for me is like, yeah, we are only on 300 health, right? So it is a little bit scary from time to time, especially against Acolytes, but as you can see, just the survival part of the mission, even against this level 130 Steel Path Grenier with their huge amounts of armor and stuff, it's just really comfy, right? And if you bring a gun that can deal with the enemies as well, you are pretty safe, and all you have to do is managing your timers, as I said, and yeah, just make sure that you always have your doppelgangers out and that you have your Eclipse up either on the damage reduction mode or the damage mode. I guess to show it off, you can switch to damage mode. And yeah, that's what's happening then. Can be a huge damage buff, and with Molt Augmented, obviously we have a little bit more damage. For the most part, as I said, stay on the damage reduction. I just feel it's very comfy, and as I said, I'm worried with the amount of health that we have. If anything goes wrong, it's very noticeable that you only have 300 health. As I said, one good example of that is fighting the infested units, and if they throw like one of these toxic Eximus at you, that just, yeah, they just one-shot you, so that's no fun, and we do want to prevent that from happening as much as we can. So yeah, this is why I chose to be on the damage reduction side of things of this ability. See, I'm running low in energy, let's use the Nurik to help us out even more. There we go. Well, we just got an energized proc, so yeah, just recast our 2 and see these guys. That was a Leech Eximus. Can be dangerous as well, right? But as you saw there, just cast our 2 and stuff just dies. And without any Forma investment, I feel like that's pretty good. There we go. We will be visited by an Acolyte. Let's see who we get. It's Malice. Okay. Is Malice dangerous for me? Not really. Just move her out of the way, let your 4 deal with the Acolytes. Works very, very nicely, right? And as I said, with 90% damage reduction, you're also very, very safe for the most part. Now with Forma investment, honestly, I might work on survivability a little bit more, and then just, instead of going in the damage reduction mode, I will just go back to like full damage mode. Could be something to think about. I did a bad job with like managing life support and stuff, but that's fine. And yeah, just have 1 or 2 good weapons with you that can get you out of sticky situations. It just really, really helps, right? So, to make sure my 1 is back up, there we go. Even more damage reduction, right? Or like damage redirection, I guess, to the clones. And there we go. Just cast your 2 when you feel like you need more damage. And that is pretty much how this build functions. Now, it is perfectly fine to just clear the base steel path with this, right? And if you find a room that is really comfy to sit in, you can... yeah, you don't have any problems with life support, basically. So, that is how this build functions. I really like it. Now, we were in there for 5 minutes, and we are almost on 100 kills per minute, right? I try to not use my guns too much, but if you supplement your whole rotation with gun kills or melee kills, like this shoots up to... I don't know where it can sit at, honestly. I think I managed to get it to like 150 kills per minute, which is very, very decent. But yeah, that is my Mirage. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, take care. Bye!